Morning, Blessed Church. Knowing God, knowing Jesus Christ is an interesting statement. It is a part of knowledge that you need to know. There is practical understanding and knowledge. And that only occurs in situations where you see God act. Seeing God act teaches you a little bit about Him. When you ask Him things and He says no, you learn something about God. You ask something of Him, you think He said yes, and then you realize, oh goodness, it wasn't what happened. Is how we learn to know God experientially. So how we learn by experimenting who God is. And it's so important that we learn those lessons. I've seen so many Christians give up on God because they say, but God told me A, B, C, and then He didn't do that. One of the greatest revelations I've ever had about God is the fact that I got deluded by thinking God said something He never did. God is not a liar. So if you say God said something and He didn't do it, God is not at fault. Instead of rejecting God's word and who God is because you think He said something, you should go back and see what He really said. Knowing what God said is part of learning to know Him. Have a wonderful day.